Good afternoon, students. Today we will be doing a new article, that is energy stored in a capacitor. Now first of all, let us understand what does this article means. What kind of energy it can store. Okay, as we know that capacitor is a device which stores charges. Thus it stores electrical energy in it. But how this process goes on? How it is able to store the electrical energy in it? See, I have written some basic introduction of this article. That first step includes the process of charging a capacitor is equivalent to that of transferring electrons from one plate to another plate of capacitor. See, what does this first point means? Now, I have arranged a circuit which consists of a parallel plate capacitor and which is thus connected with a battery which gives it a voltage. Now look, as this parallel plate capacitor is nothing but these are the metallic plates. Got it? So what does it do? The free electrons present on this plate, it starts moving towards the positive terminal of the battery. Electrons starts moving towards the positive terminal of the battery, and via the wire it starts getting stored on the other plate of the capacitor. Now, as this plate is losing the electrons, that is why this plate acquires a positive charge, and similarly as this plate is gaining the electrons, so it requires a negative charge. So that is why here it is written transferring of electrons from one plate to another plate of capacitor. Now, this process of charging of the capacitor involves some work to be done. Now, as this process of charging is going on, what does it mean? That means some work is to be done, and this work, which of the following thing is doing this work? This voltage, or I should say the battery is doing work. As we just switch on the battery, the free electrons start moving through the wire from one plate to the other plate. So basically the main role of the battery is to be played in doing the work. So third point is written, this work is done by the battery, and this work is stored in the form of potential energy in the capacitor. That means energy stored in the capacitor. For this we are finding out the formula for potential energy, which is being done by the battery in moving the electrons from one plate to another, or I should say in charging the capacitor. So now for the derivation part, let's consider if dq charge, let us first of all consider small amount of charge which is being transferred. If dq charge is transferred from one plate to the other, then how much work is to be done? Small amount of charge is taken, so of course small amount of work is to be done. As we know that voltage is what? What is the definition of potential? Potential is amount of work done per unit charge. So V is equal to W upon Q. We know that. Therefore, now potential in doing small amount of work done in taking per unit basically small amount of charge. So it will be V is equal to dW upon dQ. So amount of work done is given by dW is equal to V dQ. Mark this equation number 1. Now as we just look into it, that dW becomes V dQ. Therefore also we know that what is the formula for capacitance? Capacitance is C is equal to Q over V. So from this we can find out the value of V, that is Q upon C. So putting this value of V, that is Q upon C, in the first equation, what do we get? dW equals to Q upon C dQ. Now we have taken a very small amount of charge that is being shifted from one plate to the other plate, if we want to calculate the total work done in giving the charge capital Q, means in charging the whole capacitor to the charge capital Q, what we have to do, you all know that what we will be doing, we will be doing the integration, and we will be taking the limits 0 to Q, that when there is no charge on the capacitor, when the battery is off, got it, and as we switch on the battery, what will happen, it will start moving the charges from one plate to another, and we want the capacitor to be charged up to store maximum charge, that is capital Q. So the higher limit or the upper limit will become capital Q. Now integration of dW comes out to be W, and as C is constant, so 1 by C comes out of the integration. What we have to do, we have to integrate Q dQ from limits 0 to capital Q, from 0 to capital Q. Now you know that what is the integration of Q dQ, it will become Q square upon 2, and limits are 0 to Q. Now putting the limits, upper limit minus lower limit, it comes out to be capital Q square upon 2 minus 0 square upon 2, and what is this, it becomes 0, and we are left with only 1 by C Q square upon 2. So work done comes out to be is Q square upon 2C, and this work done in moving charges from one plate to another is stored in this capacitor in the form of potential energy. That is why we are writing W, that is work done, is equal to potential energy U equals to Q square upon 2C. Now as we have derived the formula for potential energy stored in a capacitor to be U equals to Q square upon 2C, but there are two more formulas for the potential energy, as we know that capacitance is equal to charge per unit voltage. So from here we can find out the value of Q by rearranging the terms. So Q will be equal to CV. Now as equation 2 is like this, now putting the value of this Q equals to CV in this equation, it will become C square V square upon 2C. Now this C will be cancelling with 1 C, so we will be left with half CV square. One more formula for potential energy other than this is U equals to half CV square. Now again, if we put the value of C, that is Q upon V, into this second equation, what do we get? See, U equals to Q square upon 2 into Q upon V. This V goes to the numerator, so it becomes Q square V over 2Q. Now 1Q will be cancelling with this numerator 1Q, and we will be having half QV. So we have three formula for energy stored in a capacitor. One formula is this, that is equation number 2. One formula is given in equation number 3, and the other formula is given in equation number 4. So here are the three formulas for the energy stored in a capacitor, that is U equals to half Q square upon C equals to half CV square, and it is equal to half QV. I hope you just understood the whole scenario. So this is it for today. Thank you.